Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Game Watch Live. Hope you've had a good Christmas. It's the period in between Christmas and New Year. Now we're all looking forward to the New Year. But today we're looking forward to a full Premier League fixture list. And today we're going to do a live watch along of Leicester versus Man City. It's a crucial game for both these teams. As we know, Man City have not been in the best of form of late. We'll just bring up the tables that will tell us the last 6 games for both these teams. And Man City are languishing down in 7th place now on 28 points. Who would have thought that? Lost 3, drawn 2 and won 1 of the last 6 games. But as we all know, it's gone on longer than that. It's gone on to 10, 11, 12 games now, hasn't it? And Pep doesn't know what to do. Don't know how to put it right. He's doing everything probably exactly the same as he did when they were winning all those trophies, but nothing's changing. And it's a mystery to him. You know, keep trying, Will Pep, because he's a good coach, but he's not found a solution to it so far. And maybe it's just a matter of some players been out of form. I mean, Haaland's not scored many goals in the last 6 or 8 games. De Bruyne, not the player that he was now, I don't think. I think he's at 33. He's just past his best. Same with probably De Silva and Gundogan. So there's probably a bit of an ageing factor to this as well. As far as Leicester are concerned, they've lost 4, drawn 1 and won 1 of their last 6 games, and they're languishing in 18th position. If they win today, they would go on to 17 points and they would go above Wolves. They would push Wolves into the relegation zone. I'm just seeing if they'd go past Crystal Palace on goal difference. Probably not. Again, it depends how many they score if they do. So, looking at Man City now, they are at the moment in 7th. They've gone to 31 points, and that would take them above Newcastle into 5th place. So it's a European qualifying spot. That's where they'd want to be. They'll be looking above them as well, because they'll only be 3 points behind Forest, 4 points behind Chelsea, 5 points behind Arsenal in 2nd. So they're not out of it by a long shot. But as far as winning the title is concerned, I think Man City can write this season off. So if you have just joined us, thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting the channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber to the channel. And of course, hit the like button, because that just helps us grow the channel. Notification bell if you're interested in our regular live watch-alongs. We're doing 2 today. It'll be this game, and then Derby versus Leeds United at 5:30. So if you want to join us for both of those, be happy to see you. So with 10 minutes before the kickoff, we'll just go through the 2 teams. So Leicester have in goal Stolarski, Justin, Cody, Vestergaard, Christiansen, Winks, Sumare, Buonanotte, El Kohanus, Mavadidi, and Vardy up front. Man City have Ortega in goal and Luis, Akanji, Ake, Vardiol, Kovacic, Savinho, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Foden, and Haaland up front. So that's your 2 teams as it is at the moment. With 9 minutes or so before kickoff. If you want to get your comments in regarding this game, what you think, give us a score prediction. Let us know what you think the final score is going to be. I'm not sure about this. I mean, on a normal time, Man City would start favourites for this game, but they're not playing well. But then again, neither are Leicester. So I'm not quite sure. I mean, I think I would go for a 1-0 or a 2-0 win for Man City, but you just never know, do you? If Leicester can get one early on, then that really would put the cat among the pigeons, and it would be good for us neutrals watching the game to see how it goes. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Man City. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, this, for several reasons. Leicester are not scoring a lot of goals, and Man City are finding it difficult to put the ball in the back of the net as well. So 1-0 is my prediction. But let me know what you think. If you don't think my prediction's right, you can let me know what you think.
What is the picture? Vitamins and chicken. Vitamins.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Finished.
It's finished already.
Good boy. Come here. Come, mommy.
We'll just take a quick look at the scores of the art moment, because there's a few championship games that are going on at the moment that are crucial to the top. None of the Premier League games are kicking off at 3 o'clock. So Norwich 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Preston North End 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Sheffield United struggling there, drawing 1-1 with West Brom. That game's just about over and done with. So good result for that for Leeds. How it affects the top of the league, we shall take a look and see. Obviously, Sheffield United are going to go top, but only by 1 point. If Leeds can beat Derby later on, they'll go 2 points clear at the top, which is good for the new year. Burnley and Sunderland are still well in it. Probably Burnley more than Sunderland, with Sunderland being about 5 or 6 points behind now. We're not far from kick-off.
Come on, baby.
I don't know why he sat down here with me. But he is. Just a few minutes away from 5 minutes away from kick-off. If you want to get involved in the chat, please do so. Give us a score prediction. I've predicted a 1-0 win to Man City, but it means a lot to Leicester, does this game. If they get 3 points, it'll take them out of the relegation zone. But let me know what you think. I'll keep you updated with all the scores in the other games as they kick off at 3 o'clock. But we've got half an hour of this game before we get involved in any of the other games. Liverpool, top team at the moment, are kicking off at about 5 o'clock or something like that. So I'm just looking at previous scores here for see that underneath that. Head to head in this game. I think most of these games have now finished. Sheffield United and West Brom have drawn. Preston have got their game wrapped up, beating Sheffield Wednesday 3-1, and Norwich and Queen's Park Rangers, I would think 90+7. That game is just about finished. But this game here, both teams are just lining up now in the tunnel. So we're not far off a kick-off. Still got time to get your comments in if you want to regarding this game. If Pep lost this game, how long would it be before he is really under pressure? He's got a bit of cash in the bank, and he's not sackable, is Pep? Is he? What do you think? Both teams just coming out now. And just go through the teams again before we get started. Stolarski in goal for Leicester. Justin, Cody, Vestergaard, Christensen, Winks, Suame, Buenanotte, El Cajanus, Mavididi and Vardy for Leicester. Ortega's in goal for Man City. Then Lewis, Akanji, Ake, Gvardiol, Kovacic, Savinho, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Foden and Haaland. So that's the two teams on the pitch as it is at the moment. They're just lining up the teams. Stolarczyk is a change for Leicester. I haven't seen him playing this season so far. Edison's still injured, apparently, according to commentators. With Diaz and Stones being injured in the Man City defence, that's not helped their cause either. Although they haven't been conceding lots of goals. I think they're just running on low on confidence. And Jamie Vardy is the main goal threat. Even though he's probably fair enough to say is well past his best at the moment, but is still the best that Leicester have got. Two captains just in the middle there, shaking hands and going through the toss with the match officials. Two managers just greeting each other in the tunnel there. Pep's come out very late. Don't know whether he knows Van Nistelrooy, but they're having a good chat. I wonder if they ever played against each other. Man United and Barcelona, they must have done. Well, City are going to kick off this first half, kicking from right to left. Just waiting for the referee to give the okay. And away we go. Goes back to Ortega. He brings it forward well out of his goal. Gives it to Ake. No Walker in the team today. Right back, I'm surprised. Whether he's injured or not. It's a very slow start with Ake with a ball at his feet halfway in his own half, but Leicester are not committing forward and the ball's not really going anywhere at the moment. Foden has it now on the right-hand side, tries to play down to De Bruyne. It's blocked and it goes out for a throw. Lewis is going to take this one. Kovacic plays it back. It's filtered further back to Ake and it comes across to Gvardiol on the left-hand side. Back to Ake on the halfway line, centre of the pitch. Back to Gvardiol. He goes to the left to Savinho. Left-footed Savinho comes inside. Ake back to Gvardiol. He goes across to Silva. Bernardo Silva. Not a great deal of movement in front of him. It's going backwards and forwards. Goes into Savinho. He's attacking that inside left position. He's inside the box now, all the way to the byline, and then eventually runs out of space and runs it out for a goal kick. But it's a good run by Savinho there. Just has a one heavy touch, just his last touch. I'm sure he was just looking for a last step forward to be able to cross it, but he didn't. And it's a goal kick. Goalkeeper plays it long, but it was two, I don't know. Right-footed, he's played it out on the left-hand side for a throw, and Van Nistelrooy is not amused with that. Stolarczyk. Ake has it again to Gvardiol. It's on the left-hand side, 10 yards short of the halfway. Back to Ake. Goes across to the right. De Bruyne plays it inside to Lewis. Foden on the right-hand side. Tries to play it down the line for De Bruyne. Again, it's cut out there. Must be Christensen down there. Ake again. Bernardo Silva comes inside on his left foot. Chips the ball through for Kovacic. He couldn't reach it. Cody clears it, but not far. It's a throw to Man City. Taken quick by Silva. Goes all the way back to Ake. Then Gvardiol gets it. Back to Ake. He goes left-footed across to the right to Foden. And brings it down. He's double-teamed by Christensen. Kanji has it now. He sweeps across to the left-hand side to Savinho. Savinho brings it down. Being held there. Gvardiol on the edge of the box being forced across to the right. Kanji to Foden on the left. Inside to Kovacic. Oh, he's gave it away there, but he's won it back again. De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Left foot is another shot, but it's over the bar. I don't think Leicester have touched the ball yet, besides making a couple of tackles. They've not had any possession so far. Good start by Man City. Ball's taken long. Ball's taken short. Vestergaard to Christensen down the line. Into the midfield. Winks inside. Gvardi's offside. Vardy gets back on side again. Now Mavididi attacking the box on the right-hand side. Has a shot. Right-footed, but it goes wide. See how Leicester on the left-hand side there. Mavididi. Just give him too much space on the left-hand side there. Too much space to be able to attack the box and get into the box. Comes to Kovacic. Gives it to Gvardiol. Ake. Lewis goes all the way back to Ortega. Lewis, Akanji goes back to Ortega again. To Ake. Gvardiol. There's no high press from Leicester at all. They're not really trying to engage the Man City player in possession until he gets virtually to the halfway line. So they're getting every man behind the ball. Obviously, they don't want to concede any early goals. Kanji has the ball now. Plays it inside to Kovacic. He goes through the middle on the half. Gets out to the left to it's Bernardo Silva. Kovacic to Lewis. Looking for the run of De Bruyne, and he's got it as De Bruyne gets it all the way back to Haaland, and it's blocked virtually on the goal line. Goalkeeper was diving to his right, but his defender cleared it before it got to the keeper. Don't think it was the greatest of strikes, but it's one that you think Haaland would be putting away usually. Gvardiol. Savinho tries to cross, it's blocked. Goes out for the throw. Silva takes it quickly, goes to Gvardiol, to Savinho. Inside to Kovacic. Gvardiol goes to Akanji on his right. Into centre midfield. Lewis, Kovacic. Kovacic is buffeted, but he gets all the way through. Just loses possession. Goes all the way back to the keeper, who plays it out to the left. Christiansen. Given inside. Samari. Goes the way back across to Cody. He plays it inside. Man City are really pushing up deep. Winks plays it inside. And it's well played out to the right with the outside of the right foot. A pass where Justin's going down the right hand side. He plays it inside. Buonanotte gives it back to Justin again, but it's just too far. It gave Gvardiol just a chance to be able to put his shoulder in. Knock Justin off balance, and the ball runs out for a goal kick. Just going through that chance for... Oh, it was the keeper who saved it. I thought it was a defender. But it was a keeper diving to his right, and he got his foot to it to save it. I thought it was saved by the defender in front of him, but it wasn't. It was the keeper who saved it. Savinho down the left-hand side now. Silva supporting him, but Savinho has to go back to Gvardiol. Back to Akanji on the halfway. Akanji now. Going in it to Foden on the right. It's under pressure, Foden, but he still has it. He's coming across the pitch now. Gives it to Kovacic. He goes across to Gvardiol. Back to Foden, who's still there. He chips it out to De Bruyne. Got a chance to put a cross in, and he does. It's a great cross to the back post. Savinho hooks it back too far to the back post, and it's cleared away. Mavididi comes away now, centrally. Vardy wants it down through the middle. Vardy's brought down, and there's going to be a penalty to Leicester there. No, that was a penalty. I know Ortega was lucky because the first offence was offside by Vardy. VAR, we'll have a look at that surely. It's maybe just half a step. Yeah. Otherwise, that would have been a penalty. Maybe Ortega sending off. Yeah, it's given us offside. Fortunate for Man City there. Savinho, but he's lost the ball. Taken off him by Justin, but it's picked up by Kovacic. Samari's battling with him and eventually gets his toe in, but the referee pulls it back for a foul. It's a very open start. Both teams will look like scoring when they go forward. So Mari's having a few words with the referee, not happy with that, but it's definitely a foul. So it's about 5 or 6 yards outside the Leicester penalty box. It's dead central though. De Bruyne stood over that. You'd fancy him to have a shot from there. Foden's with him as well. De Bruyne takes several steps back. Comes in, has a shot, hits the wall, goes high. Let it bounce to Christensen. Gives Man City the chance to pick it up with Bernardo Silva. João Cahunas' challengers give away a throw. Second, but it's lost. Came to Vardy, who tried to play it inside for the run. It's picked up again by Man City. De Bruyne. Kanji, De Bruyne. De Bruyne goes left-footed. Goes all the way to Justin. Justin controls it and gives it back to his goalkeeper, who, under pressure, has to go out long. Comes straight to Akanji on halfway. He plays it in midfield to De Bruyne. De Bruyne's under pressure and loses the ball. Christensen goes back to his keeper. He drills it long again to the left. Goes over everyone's head and out for a throw. Lewis is going to take this on the halfway line. Gives it to Kovacic and then goes back down the line. I guess he was looking for Akanji, but that's a loose pass that's rolled out for a throw. Throw to Leicester. Halfway inside the City half on the left. Goes back from the throw instead of forward, as you would have thought. They've lost a lot of space. Lost a lot of ground there. Vestergaard has the ball just short of the halfway line. Cody goes back to Vestergaard. Back to Cody. Goes all the way back to his keeper, Stolarczyk. Harry Winks gives it inside. Alcaraz has played a good ball out with his right foot to Justin. Buonanotte is supporting him on his outside. He has to give it in back inside. Samari. Cody gives it to Vestergaard. Goes across to the left to Christensen. Back to Cody again. To Sumari. And gets it back from Justin. Goes into the centre again to Winks. Out to Christensen on the left. Tries to pull a ball through. Looking for Mavridi's run, but it's far too long, far too well struck. And it goes all the way through to Ortega. Ball comes out short. Akanji has it now. Comes out to Gvardiol on the left, just short of the halfway line. Back inside to Ake. Akanji plays it forward, but it's cut out by Samari. Mavridis has it now. He's going around Foden. Foden sticks with him. Has to make him go back. Played inside. El Cahus. He plays it inside. It's a good ball inside. Vardy's on the edge of the box now. He's got a chance to turn inside, but Lewis covers him. Turns and right-footed, puts the ball up for a throw. Second time on that left-hand side. Vardy has got through. He's offside again. Wouldn't have counted if he'd scored. Ball's brought forward by Lewis. It's given to Ake. Haaland comes short. Has to give the ball back to Ake, though. Kovacic. Lewis. Kanji. Comes to the left. Back across to the right. Foden plays the ball inside to Lewis, who's made the run inside him. De Bruyne to Haaland. It was a bit too high for Haaland. He couldn't control it, and Leicester picked the loose ball up. Christensen. Goes back to Stolarczyk. It's Vestergaard looking for a long ball, but there's nothing at the moment. Comes out to the right. Cody. Cody has it again. Comes out to the right. It's Justin, but he's forced backwards. Has to go to Cody again, and he goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. It's Vestergaard again. Plays it inside. Sumari laid it off. Got the ball back, did Sumari. Christensen again. Goes back to Cody. Cody goes long, looking for the run of Vardy. Justin almost got there. Gvardiol was covering and slid the ball into touch. Throw to Leicester. Goes back to Winks. Man City putting the press on there. Hello. Hello.
Oh, hello, I can hardly hear you.
Yeah, I can now.
Are you outside? Are you in your bathroom?
No, I'm at home. I'm out working today.
You're not working all week, are you not?
I will be working. Yeah, I'm working tomorrow.
I didn't know whether you was coming on Wednesday or not. Would it bring you his day?
No, the weather forecast is bad as well, isn't it?
The what?
The weather forecast is bad Wednesday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not good at all. Storm.
Oh, hello, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I had it on the news this afternoon.
Oh, bloody hell, that's brilliant, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So are you off New Year's Eve then?
Yes.
Oh, so you'll be having a good drink then, won't you?
One or two. I won't be having much.
Yeah. So I take it you won't be coming on Wednesday then?
No, not Wednesday, no.
All right then. Yeah. So I'll see you when I see you then, won't I?
Yeah, I'll give you a ring and let you know.
Let me know for definite.
Yeah, yeah.
All right then.
Okay.
Okay, doke then. I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Mother. Foden has the ball now. He has a long shot that's parried by the goalkeeper, and Savinho's in and scores the rebound. Foden made the run through the midfield from the right-hand side, was allowed to run along, got to just outside the edge of the box and hit a low-footed shot that Stolarczyk could only parry out into the path of Savinho, and he's lifted over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net, and Man City have taken the lead. Goalkeeper's got to do better than that. It wasn't a hard shot or anything like that. Let's see what happened. He was stretching for it, the goalkeeper, but He's got to push it wide of the goal. He can't push it into a dangerous area like that. Savinho comes sprinting in and puts it into the back of the net. But it's the goalkeeper's fault that he's got to push that wide. Last thing that Leicester wanted that to go goal behind early in the game. They would have looked to have kept it tight probably till half time and then see what they could do on the break in the second half. But that's going to open the game up, is this, because Leicester can't just accept a loss in the position they're in. They've got to go for it. They've got to look to get back into it. Ball's with Savinho on the left again now. Gvardiol chips the ball through for De Bruyne. He's run into the box. It's just over the top of his head. He acknowledges the pass, but it was just a bit too high for him. If it had been someone like Haaland there, he might have got his head on it. We test the character for Ruud van Nistelrooy's team now. See how they respond to going to go behind. Ball goes down the left-hand side for Everton. They've played it well out to the right-hand side. That's Cody. Goes out to the right to Justin. He plays it back inside for Samari for the run of Vardy, but it's cut out. Samari picks the ball up again midfield though. Winks goes out to Christensen on the left just over the halfway line. El Canus gives it to Mavididi, goes back to Winks. Winks on the halfway line, gives it to Christensen, but every Man City player's back behind the ball and there's nothing for the man in possession to give the ball to. There's a few passes in and out, but it's not going anywhere. Cody has the ball now. He goes back across to Vestergaard, but they're slowly going backwards, Leicester, and they end up going back to the keeper. Goes back to Vestergaard, and out to Christensen on the left. But there's not a great deal of movement. Vestergaard has the ball. De Bruyne comes to engage him. He gives it to Christensen. El Canus gives it to Mavididi. Gets it back to El Canus. He's under pressure and is going backwards, and he has to give it back to Vestergaard, and he comes across to Cody. And Cody goes back to his keeper as Man City put the squeeze on. Keeper has it and has to chip it out to the right side. Justin heads it on, but it's going to be picked up by Bernardo Silva. Excuse me.
Slowly.
What?
Slowly.
What?
Slowly.
It's just this cough, isn't it? This bug that's gone around. Akanji has it. Goes out to the right to Foden. Foden has to lay it back and he's gone down, Foden. Holding his left thigh. He's got up and back on his feet, but he's walking a bit gingerly. Ake has the ball. Gvardiol goes all the way back to Ortega. He rolls it out to Akanji on the right. Akanji looking for a run or something. He goes back across to Ake. It's all a bit slow at the moment. Played inside to Lewis. He goes back out to Akanji. Akanji goes out to Foden. Foden's under pressure from Christensen. Lewis gets it, plays it inside for Foden, but they've given it away. Buonanotte has the ball. Winks out to Justin on the right. Goes back to Winks. Cody has it now. Plays it inside. Winks. Cody has to play it long. Justin couldn't control that. It was hit too hard at him, and Savinho comes away with it with De Bruyne on the left. Gives it back to Savinho. Savinho's forced out and has to go back to Silva. Kovacic gives it back to Savinho. Savinho tries the cross, hits Justin. I don't know whether it went out for a throw or a corner there. It has gone for a corner. Corner on the Man City left. De Bruyne is going to take this, a right-footed in-swinger. He goes short though. Silva back to De Bruyne. He crosses it, hits the man in front of him. That was Vardy, I think, and it goes out for a throw. Vardy comes across to take this throw. Comes short to Silva, back to Gvardiol, back to Silva. On his left foot, he rolls it back to Gvardiol. He slips one man. Gives it to Savinho. He has to come up to Gvardiol. He plays it inside to Silva on the edge of the box. Header, Haaland, no power in it. It was chipped to Haaland and he had to put the power into the header. He got it on target, but it was straight at the keeper. Easy save. Vestergaard coming out with it, but he can't go far, and he goes out to Christensen on the left. Played into Winks in midfield. He turns and opens the right-hand side out. Cody gives it to Justin. Justin plays it in early, but he's not giving his forwards any chance of getting that. It's far too close to the keeper, and Ortega makes an easy catch. Needed to hold on to that, Justin. He had plenty of space in front of him to run and attack the byline. Give his forwards a chance to catch up with him. Ball's with Lewis now. Lewis seems to be dropping a bit deeper now to pick the ball up. Ake has it. Kanji plays it out to the right-hand side. It's De Bruyne. De Bruyne goes right to left for the run of Savinho. Can Savinho pull it in? He can do. On the edge of the box. Lays it out to Gvardiol. And Silva on his left foot. I thought he was going to cross, but he goes back to Gvardiol. Kovacic now. Kovacic goes out to the right. Kanji. Kanji goes back to Ake. Kovacic. To Lewis, lays it out to Ake, to Akanji. Foden on the right. Mavididi comes to engage him. Goes back to Akanji, to Lewis. Foden wants it. Foden gets it. Chips it over the top for the run of De Bruyne. De Bruyne is brought down. The referee is pointing that it was a goal kick. I'm sure that VAR will take a look at this. Oh, yeah, nobody touched him. Yeah, he just dived there. He deserves a booking for that. Should be booked for it, should De Bruyne. It's not like him. Ball's played into midfield. Buonanotte lays it out to Christensen. To Mavididi. Inside to Christian, who continued his run, but he's lost the ball now. Kovacic picked it up. Savinho, De Bruyne goes across to Gvardiol on the left-hand side. He's looking for the run of Foden on the right-hand side. Foden's going to pull that one in on his left foot. He has to go back to Lewis. Lewis goes back to Akanji. Lewis, he had a bit of space there, but he just couldn't turn with the ball. Just a bit behind him, and he's lost the ball and come away now. El Kanous gets it across to the left to Samari. Samari's got Christensen on the outside, and Christensen gets it. He has to go back to Samari though. No, nobody up front. Nobody in front of him. Winks gets it in centre midfield. Went into Buonanotte. It's come out again to Samari. Winks. Cody to Vestergaard. Vestergaard again. All Man City team behind the ball again, making it difficult for them to play through them, Leicester. They're looking for the space on the wings, and they have got it a few times, but Justin's got space on this right-hand side, but the ball's across the other side at the moment. Vestergaard gives it to Cody. Savinho pressurizes him, and he has to go back the other way, and then eventually they're being forced back as Man City begin to push up, and it ends up going to the keeper. Goes into centre midfield. It's flicked on. El Canous, Samare, Buonanotte plays it out to Mavididi on the edge of the box now. Comes inside on his right foot, coming across the box, lays it back out again. Christensen. Comes out to the right. Winks keeps it in. El Canous to Justin. Back to El Canous. Canous gives it back to Justin. Goes back to Winks. Plays it inside. Samari gets out to El Canous. He's going to put his cross in this time. It's a good cross. It was just needed touching in there. Several Leicester attackers attacked the ball inside the 6-yard box, and they just couldn't get a touch to it. It's a great cross. Buonanotte and Vardy attacking the ball. Vardy gets a bit of a push in the back, so he lets it run across him. So Leicester are still in this. They are creating chances. They just need to get the ball in the back of the net. Lewis has it, gives it to Savinho. He comes inside, but he's lost the ball. And that was Vardy who challenged for the ball and was fouled and gets a free kick. Harry Winks with the ball now. Comes across from Buonanotte. Cody has it, but he's under pressure, has to go back to the keeper. Gets it back to Cody. Winks, Buonanotte. It's tackled by Silva. Silva tries to give it to Savinho. It's just a bit too far in front of him, and Cody gets it back to his keeper. He immediately sweeps it out to the left to Christensen. Samara. Back to Christensen. El Canous tries to play Mavididi in down the line, but there's too much on that one. Actually went out of play. Went out of play rather than the goal kick. All the 3 o'clock games have started, but there's no goals in them yet. Keep you informed of the goals as they're going. Thanks to everyone who's joined the channel so far. Hope you're enjoying this watch along. If you are, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and the like button. Haaland away on the inside left position. He's got his throw and he's got to have a shot. And I was just waiting for that to hit the back of the net, and he's pulled it wide with his left foot of the left-hand post. It was very central. He went out to the right to start with, then cut in on his left foot, and he beat 2 or 3 players, and he had all the goal to aim at on the right-hand side and pulled it wide of the left-hand post. I said wide, it wasn't that wide. But I put my mortgage on Haaland scoring there, and he didn't, unfortunately. Ten minutes to go before half-time. Vestergaard brings the ball away.
Good, isn't it, Bob?
Christensen, it is cold, isn't it? Yeah.
I put the heating on.
Yeah. It's Cody with the ball there, gives it back to Vestergaard. Ball comes out to El Canous. He gives it back. Harry Winks comes short for it, but he's not going to get it. But it's played to Vardy in the centre. He's got Justin outside him. Justin gets in. Shot is straight at the keeper. Then the flag goes up for offside. Man City come away quickly with the ball. Kovacic. It's a strong run from Kovacic, but he's got no one support on the left. He has to wait for Bernardo Silva to come. He's pushed Silva a bit wide, which has taken the momentum out of the attack there. But Silva just drifting inside now. Gives it to Kovacic and then to De Bruyne. Vardy, Kovacic. Leicester defenders all back in shape now. Kovacic has gone through the middle again. Goes across to Akanji, then to Foden. Foden's let it run off his foot. Out of play for a throw. Christensen tries to play it inside. Samari gets away. Gets it back again. Gets a bit of a push from Haaland. The ref says play on. Samari gets it out to the right to Justin. He gives it to Harry Winks. Just looking for a runner, but there wasn't one coming. Buonanotte in the midfield. Gives it to Christensen. Mavadidi on the left. Bit of space. A chance to attack the byline. There's it inside to El Canous. He's in the box. To byline now. To the back. Header was there. It was Vardy was waiting. Several headers there. Another one hits the post there. What was happening with the Man City defence there? The ball was headed 3 times at the goal and they all stood and watched. But now Haaland gets Foden through on the edge of the box. He gets it to the back of the box. Haaland with a header. It's well defended by Justin, who got in front of Haaland, and Haaland's header hit him on the back of the head. Now Leicester come away. Great attacking play by both teams. It's El Canous on the left-hand side now. He comes inside. Samari gets out to Mavadidi. He's going to put his cross in. Buonanotte was attacking it on the penalty spot, but it's cleared away by Gvardiol. Samari's picked the ball up again, though. Gives it to El Canous, to Christensen, to Mavadidi. He's attacking the edge of the box again. Comes back on his right side, puts a cross into the back post, but there's nobody there. Taker calls for it and takes an easy catch. Just looking at those headers. 3 times. 3 times that Leicester had efforts on goal there, and the Man City defenders just stood. And Wolves are a goal ahead against Tottenham in the 3 o'clock kickoff at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Hwang, the scorer. Gvardiol halfway inside the Leicester half on the left. He's got De Bruyne supporting him. De Bruyne goes to Kovacic. He moves it across to the right to Akanji. Akanji goes to Foden. Christensen's on him immediately. Gives it back to Akanji. Back to Gvardiol. He's going to give it to De Bruyne on the left now. De Bruyne tries to come inside, but Buonanotte takes the ball off him and then left-footed clears it downfield. Looking for Vardy, but he's not going to win those headers, and Man City pick the ball up again. Buonanotte is snapping in on the tackle on Gvardiol, but he managed to get the ball away. Lewis has it now. Centre midfield. Haaland in the centre tries to flick a ball through to De Bruyne, but it's a bit too hard. It deflects off his feet and El Canous comes away with it. Plays it to Mavadidi. Mavadidi's pulled down by Kovacic and it's a free kick. El Canous takes it quick. Vestergaard to Cody. Cody gives it inside. So Winks gives it back to Cody. He slings one out to the left-hand side to Mavadidi, who brings it down. He's got a chance to attack the byline again down that left-hand side, which he does. He tries to go around Lewis. Lewis holds him up. He has to go back, does Mavadidi. Christiansen supporting him on the edge of the box, moving across. Tries to give it to Buonanotte, but De Silva gets his foot in, but Leicester still have the ball. Winks. Vestergaard out to Mavadidi on the left again. Mavadidi with support from Christiansen. Mavadidi again. Samare. Christiansen. Ball goes back to the halfway line. Vestergaard. Inside to Samare. Now Mavadidi. Samari's gone down the line for the ball. Tries to put his cross in, left-footed. Kanji blocks it. Corner to Leicester. Corner to Leicester on the left-hand side. All the big defenders are up. Looks like it's Cyril Canoes who's going to take this one. It's to the near post. De Bruyne there, who's on his own, got a chance to clear it. He slices it behind, and it's another corner. Bentancur has equalised for Tottenham, so it's 1-1 in that game now. Now Canoes, the second corner, deeper this time. It's a free head. It's well headed away by Ake, though. Picked up by Silva. Goes across to Kanji now. Kanji comes back to the left to Kovacic and then to Gvardiol. Foden's come more central now. Looks like Savinho has gone out to the right-hand side. Lewis in the centre circle. Plays out to Gvardiol, but he's got no Savinho in front of him now, so he has to come back inside to Kovacic and to Lewis. Lewis goes to Kanji. Kanji then gives it to Savinho. Mavridis holds him up. Ball goes back to Akanji, who brings it back into his own half. Gives it to Ake. Savinho coming into midfield to get that ball. Kanji sweeps one out to the left for Foden, but it's too high. Doesn't look a happy bunny, doesn't Foden? Into the box, Samari is under pressure and Foden's ball is open. Haaland has to go back to Silva. Silva tried to give it to... Well, that's a chance wasted there. Silva tried to give it to De Bruyne and the ball was cut out. It came to Kovacic on the edge of the box and he skied his shot over the bar, but just they gave the ball away poorly there, did Leicester, but the shot at goal never really opened up for Man City. There's Leicester swarmed all over them. Southampton were in front against Crystal Palace. Dibbling scored the goal. 1-0. Foden back on the right-hand side now. De Bruyne. Foden dwelled on the ball and lost it. Mavadidi That's half time. Thought it was a foul at first, but half time. Not a bad game so far. What do you think? 1-0 to Man City, probably on chances, just about deserved, but Leicester have had their chances as well. It's an open game. It's not the fast-flowing football that we would hope for. It's been more studied and slower, but both teams are looking to score goals, and Leicester are not out of this by any means. Chance for you to get your comments in regarding what we've seen in the first half there. Anyone's got anything to say regarding either of these two teams? I mean, Man City are not the team that they were even at the beginning of the season. They're obviously lacking a lot of confidence, but they're ahead. It's nothing like wins to build your confidence back up again. And a win today would be a big step forward for Pep and his team. So let me know what you think. Would you make any substitutions at half time? Thanks to everyone who's joined us so far. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe and the like button, notification bell as well for all the future live streams that we're doing, especially the one this afternoon. We're doing Leeds and Derby later on. If you want to join us for that one, please do. Don't forget the lasagna. Is it? Turn it up a bit. Yeah, while we're at the half-time break, we can get a few comments in. We can discuss what we've seen. Let me know what you think so far. Not been too bad a game. As far as it is at the moment, Crystal Palace are a goal down against Southampton. Forest have taken the lead against Everton. Fulham and Bournemouth, it's 0-0. Tottenham and Wolves is 1-1. And those are the games that have kicked off at 3 o'clock. So how does that affect top of the league at the moment then? Obviously Liverpool not playing till later. Man City go into 5th position with this win, if they get this win, and back into the European qualifications. As it stands at the moment, Leicester would be staying in 18th position, just losing a couple more points over the teams in front of them. Southampton would close the gap if they won on Ipswich and Leicester above them, but Southampton are looking doomed already. Get your comments in, guys. Let's know what you think about what you've seen so far. It's not been too bad a game, I don't think. Always interested to read any comments, what you've got to say. Always interesting to see if anyone's got opposite points of view from what I've seen so far. I think that it's been a pretty equal game, apart from the goal, which was, in my opinion, a goalkeeping error. He makes a pretty routine save down to his right-hand side, but instead of pushing the ball wide of the goal, he's pushed it straight into the path of Savinho, who's just hit it into the back of the net. It's good anticipation by Savinho, but the goalkeeper's got to be disappointed with that. And so will Ruud van Nistelrooy. Just looking at that highlights of that goal there. It's Foden's run, good into passing, but Foden's shot was a routine save, and the goalkeeper's got to be disappointed with that. Savinho left all on his own on the left-hand side there, and was the only one that followed the ball in. There was nobody marking him. I don't know where the fullback was there. He must have tucked inside, but he's been ball watching or something, and Savinho had a free run in from wide out on the left. And you've got to say that those sort of mistakes when you're down there in the relegation zone happen all the time to you. I'm just looking on that penalty there. Well, it wasn't a penalty, but it would have been if Jamie Vardy hadn't been offside. Good save by Ortega from a break by Vardy. Another good cross by El Canous that Leicester could have attacked, and it only needed a touch to touch it in from as close as it was. Header that hit the post. The goalkeeper wasn't getting there. Ortega had given that one up. So Leicester can't be too downhearted. They've had the chances there. Could have easily been level. There's got to be more goals in this in the second half. A 1-0 loss is no good for Leicester at all. They've got to come out looking for an equaliser. Man City are vulnerable at the back. Mavadidi down that left-hand side has a couple of occasions where he's got free and has attacked that byline and got crosses in. With a bit more quality from them crosses, Leicester could have capitalised, but they haven't. Not yet, anyway. You say that lasagna's not ready yet?
I don't know whether we did say it or not. I'll have a look.
Not ready yet?
They don't look like ready.
No?
It's a little boy.
Little boy is laid down there.
Come here, little boy, come. Come to mommy. Baby. Come.
So look at see if there's any change to the scores. No change to the scores so far. I'm just going to get myself a drink because this cough is annoying me at times. If you just excuse me a moment. I'll drink an orange or something. This should help. Glass of orange. Hey, boy. Not far off the start of the second half now. If anyone wants to put a final score prediction in. I said 1-0 to Man City at half time, so I'm still in the running. Premier League stats and facts thinks it's going to be 2-1 to Man City. Has anybody else got a thought on the score? 2-1 to Man City. We'll at least get another couple of goals this second half. We're not far off the second half starting. No change to any of the later kickoffs so far. Of course, West Ham and Liverpool don't start while 5:15. But we will be doing the Leeds Derby game at, I think it's a 5:45 kickoff. If you can join us for that, please do. Has anybody been watching the darts so far? Who thinks is going to win the World Championship then? I'm not sure. I've been watching it, been glued to it, but I'm not sure who's going to win it. Could be anybody. Excuse me. Two teams are, well, Leicester are out, certainly, anyway, for this second half. I won't imagine that Leicester are going to make any changes just yet, because they've been well in this game. Man City just coming out of the tunnel now. Last chance for you to get your comments in regarding the score. Premier League stats and facts thinks 2-1 to Man City. I've said 1-0 to Man City, as it is at the moment. What do you think? Let me know. You can always put a comment in. Anything you see during the game, you can put a comment in. We can always discuss it as the game's going on. Please do get involved if you want to. Game's just about to kick off. Leicester to kick off now. And there we go. Kicking from right to left. It goes long. Headers won by Foden. It's not forward by Vestergaard, I think that was. Haaland and De Bruyne. Comes to Kovacic. Foden on this right-hand side. De Bruyne now. De Bruyne was offside when he received that ball, and it's a free kick. Vestergaard goes across to Cody. Stolarczyk goes long to the left of Mavididi, but it's over his head and goes out for a throw. Bit of a scruffy start to this second half. Lewis is going to take the throw. Kovacic comes short for it. Lewis has been forced back to Akanji down the line. Goes back to Ortega. Ortega right-footed across to Gvardiol on the left. He checks inside. Gives it to Ake. Crystal Palace have equalised against Southampton. Chalobah. Kanji has the ball on the right. Goes down the line to Foden. Foden's got two on him. Mavididi and Christensen has to go back. Foden gets the ball back. Still got Christensen and Mavididi on him. Lewis picks the ball up. He's under pressure from El Canous. Ball goes out of play. It's a throw. Christensen wants to take it. Gives it to El Canous. He goes back to Vestergaard. Vestergaard goes all the way across to Cody. Plays it in the middle. Buonanotte, he's under pressure. He's brought down and fouled. So foul. Virtually in the centre circle on the centre spot. Comes out to the left-hand side to Mavididi. He goes all the way back. Vestergaard plays the ball inside. Comes back to Soumare. Mavididi plays it forward first time to El Canous. It's covered by Akanji. Puts it out. It's a throw on this left-hand side. Level with the edge of the Man City box. Soumare. Christensen. He goes back to the halfway line. Vestergaard gets it back. Vestergaard, Soumare, Christensen, El Canous making a bit of space. Gives it to Mavididi, who can go down the line. It's held up by Kovacic. He has to go back to Christensen. Soumare goes all the way out to the right to Cody. Justin plays it back inside. Winks, Cody, Vestergaard. Cody, Vestergaard. Christensen, he's been forced back. Cody again, but he's deep in his own half. Plays inside to Soumare. Soumare gives it back to Cody. Christensen is coming inside. Runs past Haaland and De Bruyne and comes away with it. Gets it out to Cody on the right, who gives it to Justin. He has to go back. Winks. Christensen on the halfway line. Comes across to the left. Mavididi Sumare. Canoes inside to Mavadidi, being forced back by Kovacic. Christiansen. Vestergaard plays it inside. Winks plays it forward to El Canoes. Through the line to Buonanotte. He's got a shot on, has he? Is he a pull down? He appealed for it, did Buonanotte. The ball went out for I think it was a corner. We were all looking at the referee, see if he was going to give a penalty there. It opened up for Buonanotte then. He just took it a step too far. Yeah, he was just lost his momentum, was trying to take him back. Throw given. VAR clears that one. Again, another lively break by Leicester. And if El Canoes had hit that ball just a step earlier, he'd have had a good chance of equalising. El Canoes comes inside now. Gives it to Bernardo Silva in the box and he clears it. Leicester putting the pressure on early in this second half. Sumare. Christiansen. Back to Vestergaard. Christiansen. Inside for Sumare, but it's picked off. Foden comes away with it. He's brought down by El Canoes and the referee gives the free kick just on the halfway line. Kovacic to Lewis. Goes back to Ake. He goes out to Gvardiol on the left. Back to Ake. As Vardy's working hard. Goes back to Gvardiol again. Goes back to Ake and he goes back to Ortega. Ortega chips it forward. Brought down by Silva. Given to Gvardiol. And Kovacic lays it into midfield. Savinho goes out to Kovacic. He comes across to Lewis. He comes across to Akanji. On the right hand side now is Foden. Foden comes inside, but he's had the ball pinched off him by Mavadidi. Foden's battling to win the ball back. Mavadidi gets it to Buonanotte. El Canoes. He goes out to the right hand side. It's a good ball. Justin gets it inside. Buonanotte, left footed, goes across to the left for Mavadidi. Brings it down. Goes around Kovacic pretty easily. Gets it back, the return ball. El Canoes. Well, that was from probably 25 yards out there. Tried a cheeky chip over the goalkeeper, but it's too high and it goes over the bar. Tried a curling chip, probably looking for the far corner rather than chipping the keeper, but it's just a bit too straight and went over the bar. It's been all Leicester this second half. Lewis in midfield plays it forward. Silva, Savinho on the left-hand side again. Comes inside to Gvardiol. He plays it to De Bruyne, out to the right to Foden on his left. Chips the ball to the back of the post. It's headed back into the box by Silva, and it's touched over the bar, probably last by a defender because the corner's been given. It was Gvardiol who was going for the return header from Silva, and it's Vestergaard who put it out for the goal kick. So goal kick on the left. Goes short. De Bruyne plays it. Cross into the box, straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, Stolarczyk. Ball goes into midfield. Winks, gets out to the right. Elkanous. Elkanous is given a free rein today. Fulham go goal ahead against Bournemouth. Jimenez on the 40th minute. Vestergaard has the ball. Plays it inside. For Buonanotte, but De Bruyne now comes away. Silva fouled by Samari. Samari will get a booking for that. Be a free kick on the left-hand side for Man City. De Bruyne stood over it. It's out towards the left-hand side. It's level with the edge of the box, but it's a good 30 yards out. De Bruyne's going to go right-footed. He steps over it. It's played in by Foden. Samari at the back post turns it out for a corner. Goal kick on the goal kick. It's a corner on the right this time. Foden comes across to take it. Be a left-footed in-swinger. He plays it short though. Gives it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives it back to Foden, who's ran round him. Back to Haaland at the back post. He tries to chip it into the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper goes down and makes a comfortable save. I don't think it was a shot by Haaland. I think it was just trying to put it back into the box, but he gave it too close to the keeper. Winks plays it inside. Samari, under pressure from Foden, gets it out to Mavididi on the left. Buonanotte has come out to wide, and he gets out Elkanous. Plays it back inside. Buonanotte, and he's brought down this time. Bernardo Silva brings him down. Just a few yards out from the edge of the box. Good position for Leicester here. Just to the left of the goal. Probably about 5 yards outside the box. Ortega lining a wall up to cover the right-hand side of his goal. Vardy, Buonanotte stood over it. Also Mavididi. I don't know who's going to take it. You would expect Vardy to be in there, but he leaves it. It's clipped to the back post. It's headed back inside, but it's a poor one. I think it was aimed at Vestergaard and it was behind him. He did reach it, but all he could do was head it away from the goal and it's cleared easily. Leicester have the ball deep in their own half for Christensen now. Winks. Goes all the way back to the keeper. Sloppy by Leicester on the right-hand side there. Had to be put out for a throw rather than running out for a corner there by Cody. Putting unnecessary pressure on themselves. Kovacic has it now. Gives it to Silva. Back to Kovacic. Kanji, centre circle. Ake has it now, lays it inside. Silva gives it back to Ake. Still on the halfway. Kovacic is away now. Well, he almost was. Savinho got in the way, and Leicester have picked the loose ball up, and Mavadidi in midfield has a run at the defence. Goes out to the right. Be just in there. Mavadidi again. Plays it to Vardy. He lays it back out to Buonanotte. Christensen got a chance to cross it to the back post. Can't beat the first man, but he picks the ball back up again, does Christian. He's pulled down by Lewis. Lewis gives the free kick away. Close to the corner flag. Chance for Leicester to swing one into that box. Lewis has got a handful of shirt there. It's silly. So Canute's going to take this one right-footed. It's almost a corner. It's only a few yards out from that corner flag. Comes in now to the back post. It's headed on. Ake, back to the post. Vardy heads it back in. I think it's cleared off the line by Akanji. Then Savinho looks to break on the halfway line, but he pulls Christensen down. Look at that again. It was headed back across the post. It's chipped to the back post. Vardy heads it in. Justin tries to do a back heel, and it's stopped on the line by Akanji. Back heel from Justin, almost the equaliser. Leicester really believing now that they can equalise. Mavadidi, El Canous. Plays it inside to Mavadidi, but he's lost the hold of the ball. It's cleared long. Latest score, Tottenham 2, Wolves 1. Brennan Johnson's put Spurs ahead. Vestergaard now. Samari to Mavadidi, back to Samari. Cody out to the right. Comes inside to Winks. Back to Cody. Cody goes back to Vestergaard. Vestergaard comes across to Christensen. Samari gives it back to Christensen. Just on the halfway line. Plays it through the middle. Comes out to Christensen. And then out to El Canous on the left. Goes round Foden. Cuts inside. Rolls the ball back to Vestergaard to Samari. Samari has to go across to the right-hand side. Cody chips the ball forward for the run of Vardy. Akanji, shoulder to shoulder, just bumps Vardy off the ball, and it goes all the way through to Ortega. Substitution coming up soon for Man City. Bernardo Silva backs out of that challenge there and picked up by Leicester again. Jamie Vardy on the right side, he crosses it to the back post, but it's too far for Mavadidi. Can he keep it back in? He could keep it back in. He went down the line. Christensen kept it in. Then El Canous fouls Lewis in the box. Gets a yellow card for that tackle. Yeah, sliding in was El Canous there. Just went straight through Lewis, took both his legs away. Vardy needed to have a shot with that one, sort of crossing it because it was Mavadidi at the back post, but he chipped it far too far over his head. Foden going off. Don't know who's coming on for him. Might be McAtee, is it? Yep, James McAtee is on for Foden. Foden sat on his chair with the substitutes, just holding his ribs. Maybe it was a bit of an injury that forced him off. Leicester really getting stuck into Man City now, really putting pressure on hunting the ball down all the time. Buonanotte wins it off Guardiola. So throw to Man City, but Leicester not in Man City settle on the ball at all. Savinho is under pressure from Justin. The ball goes out for a throw. Man City. Silva with a run now, chips the ball forward. And he goes to Vestergaard, who nods it back to his keeper. Vestergaard give it to the keeper. He lays it out to Winks. Winks goes out to the right-hand side. That's Cody who's gone back to the keeper again. The keeper right-footed swings it out to Christensen. He lays it down the line for El Canous. He lays it for Samari. Christensen has kept his run going. It's a foul there that the referee's let go in, but he's going to book someone when he comes back. It's put in there. Oh, Mavadidi put a fantastic ball into the 6-yard box, and Jamie Vardy was running onto it and had side-footed it over the bar when it would have looked easier to score. Great chance of an equaliser, and he was only 4 yards out, Jamie Vardy. They're saying there that he should have maybe gone with his head, but I don't know. It's a fantastic chance for Vardy. Fantastic chance for Leicester. Should have equalised there. They've deserved an equaliser for the second half performance. Samari is still down after that challenge. I don't know if anyone's got a... What's it? Oh, yeah, it was only a collision, 2 players running back. McAtee didn't get a booking or anything. It was just one of those collisions. Looks like Kyle Walker's coming on. Don't know yet who he's coming on for. Okay, by the looks of things. That must be an injury, that. Because Ake's had a good game so far. Yeah, that's an injury substitution, is that? So Kyle Walker's coming on. Ake goes off. "20 minutes left. Justin comes off for Leicester. Hamza Chowdhury comes on. I would think that Kyle Walker's gone to right back. Is Guardiola going to tuck into centre half and Lewis go out to left back? I don't know. Referees telling Ortega to get on with it. Substitutions have been made. Goes long, looking for Haaland. Haaland can't make it. The ball goes out. It's a throw to Leicester. Throw's taken. It's won by Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva wins it. El Cahus swings it out to the right-hand side. Harry Winks, still in his own half, is coming across to the left and then turns back to the right. Samare has the ball. Goes out to the right. Back inside to Harry Winks in the centre circle. Chips one forward, looking for the run of Mavadidi. It's cleared away by Walker. And then he was offside anyway. It's going to be brought back for the free kick for the offside. Vardiol is out on the left to Silva. Vardiol. Kovacic to Walker. Kanji to Walker on the right. Inside to De Bruyne. He goes back to Kanji. Kanji coming forward, then sweeps it over to the left to Bernardo Silva. Crosses the halfway line. It's held up by Buonanotte. Gives it inside to Kovacic. Gvardiol gives it away. Fouled by Vardy. Free kick. Free kick's taken. Kovacic. McAtee gives it out to Walker. De Bruyne gives it back to Walker. Walker comes across to the centre. Gives it to Akanji. Bernardo Silva. Moving across to his left. Gives it to Gvardiol. Gvardiol comes back to the right. Kanji. And then Walker. Walker coming across to the right. Turns back inside. And give it to McAtee, who goes round Christensen easily to De Bruyne now. It's a run out to the left. Savinho. Savinho puts a cross in. Haaland! 2-0. Savinho put a fantastic cross onto the 6-yard box. Haaland was all alone, nodded it back the way it came. The goalkeeper had no chance, and Man City take a 2-0 lead. That was a great move by Man City. It was a really good move. And that will probably be game over. All set up by McAtee. Great chip box. There's nobody stood by Haaland on the 6-yard box. How could they leave him free like that? Floated to the edge, and Haaland has got up high and he's powered that past the keeper into the bottom right-hand corner. And I can't believe the marking there that no one was anywhere near Haaland. That's probably game over. With just 15 minutes left, you can't see Leicester getting back into this now. Vestergaard, Christensen, back to Vestergaard, just short of the halfway line. Ball's played inside. Vardy lays it off. Samari. He's got Mavadidi. Crosses one across. It's headed away by Kanji. And chipped forward by McAtee. Helped forward by De Bruyne. Looking for the run of Haaland. Haaland's fouling his man. And then barges him over. Got to be a free kick there. So it's 2 fouls there by Haaland. And he got away with them both by the looks of things. First he was pulling his shirt of Cody, and then he pushed him over. Leicester fans not happy. They're booing the referee. So a throw to Man City on the right, just level with the 18-yard box. Taken by Walker, given to McAtee. Right in the corner. He manages to turn it inside to Haaland. Haaland crosses it left-footed. Header by Savinho. Probably not his best attribute because he flicked it wide. Maybe came off a Leicester player last for a corner, but he should have done better than that. Never even got it on target, didn't Savinho? And the result is a corner to Man City on the left-hand side now. It's taken short. De Bruyne has got it back. He chips one into the box again. It's headed away by Leicester. Comes to the edge of the box again. Mavadidi. Offside given. Lasagna. Into midfield. Comes out to the left to Samari. Samari's got Mavadidi with him, but Mavadidi's closely marked. He has to go back to Christensen, and he plays it across to Vestergaard. Vestergaard plays it inside. El Mahou. Vardy now on the edge of the box. He's got a chance to get a shot in. It's blocked by Lewis. I think the shot by Vardy was blocked by Lewis. Back onto Vardy and actually gone out for a goal kick. Pep not happy about something. Don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Please do become one. And the notification bell. We do plenty of live watch-alongs if you want to join us again, especially the Leeds Derby game at 5:30. If you join us for that, it'd be great to see you. Vestergaard has to go back to Christensen. Chowder gives it to Winks. Comes out to the left to Christensen. He's coming forward over the halfway line on the left-hand side. It's a bit pedestrian in front of him, though. There's not a great deal of movement. It goes to Mavadidi, who gives it back to Christensen. Christian then gives it to Sumari, back to Christensen. It's a bit backwards and forwards and no real forward progress. We'll go out to Cody now. He gives it inside. It's played back. They've given it away. Man City have picked up with De Bruyne. It's played inside to Savinho. He's got a chance to put a left-footed cross into the back post. He does, though. Haaland gets his head up, but he's under pressure and can only head it wide. But dangerous by Leicester there. Not an easy cross for Haaland to get on target there. It was high and floating behind him, and all he could do was just flick it wide of the right-hand post. Chowdhury has it now. He plays it back to Cody. Chowdhury goes down the line. Goes all the way back to the keeper, who gives it to Vestergaard. Comes over to El Canus. Goes across the right side to Chowdy with a bit of space in front. He's in the box now. Puts his cross in. It's just a bit too far in front of Vardy, who was the only man forward attacking that 6-yard box. It's a good cross, but just needed to hold on to it for an extra second or so to give Vardy the chance to get forward. And he belted it forward. Walker has it now. Plays it down the line on the right. McAtee plays it inside. Haaland picks it up and he's away through the middle. Tries to go inside, but tries to get it on his left foot. It's taken off him. Leicester come away on the left again. El Canus, Mavididi. Down the left-hand side, he's got McAtee and Walker in front of him. Has to check back inside and gives it inside. Winks spreads it across to the right to Chowdhury. Chowdhury gives it to Buonanotte, who goes back to Cody. Buonanotte again. Tries to give it inside. Tussle between him and Savinho. I think it was Savinho. Yeah, it was. Ball goes out for a throw to Man City. Lewis clears the ball long. Haaland's up, flicks the ball on. And he goes to Vestergaard, though, and he can turn and give it to Christensen on the left. Into the middle. Played forward by Somare, but Kanji clears it up, gives it to Ortega. He rolls it out to Bernardo Silva. He plays it down the line. Looking for Savinho. Given to Lewis. Free kick. Haaland's first goal in several matches, I think. Bit of a break in play. Harry Winks picks it up now in centre midfield. It looks one way, then turns and comes back the other way because there's nothing in front of him. Tries to play it forward, but Bernardo Silva gets his foot in there and the ball rolls out for a throw. Goes back to goalkeeper who's come out deep out of his box. That's Cody now. Gives it to Chowdhury. Nothing in front of him. It's all quite compressed. There's no width to the Leicester team. Comes out to Christensen. Mavididi gives it back to Christensen. Score update. Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1. Eze has put Palace in front. Bad news for Southampton. Tried to play the ball through the middle there. Did Vestergaard, but Haaland's away now. He's got support on both sides as well. McAtee on the edge of the box. Goes for a curling shot and it's only just wide. Looking for that right-hand corner. Only just wide. Great effort by the young kid. It's only a foot wide. Leicester making a double substitution. Harry Winks going off. Looks like Vardy may be going off as well. So now he's just having a word with the manager. So Cody goes off, Winks goes off, Daka comes on, and Okoli comes on. So that's the two substitutions for Leicester. Hamza plays it inside. Buonanotte goes out to Christensen. It's forced him out wide. He's only just managed to keep it in. Almost pinched off him by McAtee. El Cahoose now coming inside. Goes out to the right. Hamza gives it back to the substitute Okoli. That's Vestergaard. Bournemouth have equalised against Fulham. Evan Nielsen. Ball's laid down the line for the crossing for Chowdhury. Looking for Vardy, but it's headed away by Guardiola. Picked up by Mavadidi though on the inside left channel. Tries to play it through. Kanji. McAtee's away. Put through by Kovacic. He checks back inside though. Back to Walker, back to McAtee. Mavadidi deflects the pass out from McAtee, and it's a throw to Man City with just 4 minutes of normal time left. Walker's taking this, but he's going to take his time, as you would expect. Goes through to Haaland. Haaland making his way into centre field. Tries to give it to De Bruyne, but Chowdhury gets his foot in there first. El Canouse, surrounded by Man City players, couldn't go anywhere, didn't have a player to pass it to. Just rolls it down the line, and it rolls out for a throw to City on their left-hand side. Ortega goes to the left. Bernardo Silva controls, brings it down, gives it to Guardiola. Back to Silva, back to Guardiola, back to Ortega. Back to Guardiola from Ortega. Silva down the line, looking for Savinho. Ball goes out, throw to City. Bernardo Silva's fouled on the halfway line. They're dragged down. It's a free kick to Man City. Chance for you to get your comments in. Who do you think's man of the match? Must be a Man City player. Let me know what you think. McAtee has it now. Walker plays inside to De Bruyne in centre midfield. A bit of space in front of him. He's got runners going forward. Tries to put McAtee through, but ball's blocked and Leicester pick the loose ball up. Samari goes out to the left to Mavadidi. Wants to come inside on his right foot all the time. Don't want to go down the line. Walker holding him. He chips one up. Vardy gets his head to it. And it almost crept in. Ortega had to just tip it over the corner of the crossbar and post as it looped towards the goal. Just hung in the air. Did the goalkeeper touch it, or did it actually bounce off the top of the bar? No, it just hit the top of the bar and went over. I thought the goalkeeper had touched it over, but he hadn't. Goal kick's taken long. Haaland heads it on. McAtee picks the loose ball up. Christensen's penalised for fouling McAtee. It's a free kick to Man City. Free kick's been held up while the substitution's been made. Leicester sub. Going off is Mavadidi. Coming on is Will Alves. Free kick's taken short. Walker has to go long back to Gvardiol, and he goes all the way back to Ortega. Ortega then plays it long down the right hand side. Haaland brings it down on his chest and turns. Plays it inside to De Bruyne, but it's cut out. Vestergaard picks the loose ball up and gives it to Chowdhury. Back to Vestergaard. Plays inside. Samari. El Cahous. Alves. He leaves it back inside to El Cahous. Goes out to the right. Chowdhury gets round his man, tries to cut the ball back, but there's nobody on the edge of the box. And it goes to Kovacic, who cleared it. Still working for it. Buonanotte. It fouls Bernardo Silva. Free kick. Pep still barking orders, even though we're into the second minute of added time, 5 minutes of added time. The free kick's taken long, headed on by Haaland. Throws given to Man City. Must have deflected off a Leicester player. Savinho leaves it for Silva to take. In no hurry for this one now. Silva gives it to Savinho right in the corner flag, right in the corner. He manages to get a ball across Haaland, but he can't control it. Samari comes away with it. Plays the ball inside. Bit of a mix-up, a deflection favours Man City. Goes to Lewis. Lewis under pressure. Manages to turn out of trouble and get the ball away to Kovacic. El Cahous knocks Kovacic over, but Kovacic gets back up and plays the ball forward to Savinho. McAtee, ball just sent him a bit wide, and he has to turn and go back to Walker. Kovacic, De Bruyne. De Bruyne, McAtee. De Bruyne, Walker, just exchanging passes between each other there, just wasting another few seconds. We're going to the last 2 minutes. McAtee again to Walker. Walker goes all the way back. Akanji then gives it to Silva. Silva was going across to the left and check back inside and gives it back to Akanji. Akanji to De Bruyne. De Bruyne back to Walker. And that's Kovacic. Gives it to Silva. De Bruyne. Olays are going up from the Man City fans as these passes are totting up. Leicester working hard to get the ball back, but Man City just knocking it around. They do eventually get it back from Chowdhury, who gives it to Vestergaard. He plays it inside. It's all pedestrian now, though. El Cahous on the centre circle. Goes across to the right. That's Chowdhury. He's going to cross it from a long way out. It's all along the floor. It's cleared by Gvardiol. It's picked up again. Buonanotte. McAtee read that ball, played inside. Kovacic almost won the ball back there, but he didn't. Nielsen's got Christensen's box up. It's attacking the back post. Lewis challenging there for the ball as it's chipped foot back post. Must have come off Lewis because it's a go. It's a corner given. It's well done by Christensen on this left-hand side there. Time's up though. Corner's taken. It's headed straight into the arms of Ortega. He goes down, and there's the final whistle. And a win away home from Man City. One that was richly deserved in the end. Chance for you to get your comments in regarding what we've seen today. You think Man City are back in now? Has that just helped them turn the corner against a plucky Leicester side who created chances, and on another day they could have got something out of this game, but they didn't, and it's a 2-0 win for Man City. Let's see how that's affected the game so far. Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1. Nottingham Forest 2-0 up at Everton. What a season they're having so far. Still 1-1 between Fulham and Bournemouth, and Tottenham still 2-1 up at Wolves, into about the 64-65 minute range for those games there. So everyone who's joined us and watched us, thanks. Really do appreciate your support. Before you do leave, just hit that subscribe button and the like button. It just does help the channel grow. Join us in about an hour's time when we go for another live watch along, the Leeds Derby game. Hope you can join us for that. Should be a good game. If nobody else got anything to say, no things to add to this, we'll call it an end to this, and we'll see you in about an hour's time for the Derby Leeds game. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you later.